Hi, welcome to StepsBallroom Online. This recap video will tackle weeks 4 and 5 for our Hustle 1 live stream class series. We run our live stream classes on Sunday evenings. If you would like to join us for these classes, reach out to us via dance@stepsballroom.com. You can also find us via our social media links, which are down in the description. If you're enjoying the recap videos, make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you receive updates for all of our future postings. This session, we're going to be tackling a pattern in Hustle called left turn. Now, this is going to be one of the major counter-rotational patterns in this dance that's going to help balance out the rotation that we get from our basic right turn pattern. This is going to rotate us the opposite directions. Now, we're going to tackle this by starting with our footwork first, so let's get started. So for our leader's footwork for our left turn pattern in Hustle, we have a new type of footwork for the leader. So up to this point, we've had two types of footwork, our standard basic footwork, and then the footwork that we have the leader do in the double turn. This will be our third type of footwork for our Hustle sequences. Now we're going to start working on this, assuming that we aren't rotating at all. So I'm just going to take it across the floor here in place to give you a sense of the specific footwork before we start trying to add rotation into the mix. So as we start, we're in our standard basic footwork 1. Starting with the left foot, stepping 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the change up is going to happen on the 3 count. We're going to get into our new footwork on 3, and then at the end of the sequence, we're going to get out of our new footwork on 3. So to start our sequence, we're still going to dance 1, 2, 3. And at this moment, we switch to this third footwork. 4 is going to be a side step to the right. 4. 1 is going to be a together step, which is the primary thing that's going to feel weird about this pattern. 1. Then we're going to step backwards for rock step on 2, 3, which is it's not normally our foot that we rock back on. Normally we rock back on the left. In this instance, we'll rock back on the right for 2, 3. Then we continue the motion for 1, 2, 3. Side together, rock, step. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And then when we're ready to go back to our regular basic footwork, we'll step out on 3, then rock back on 4, stepping back into our normal footwork with the 1 foot going backwards for rock step. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do that again, but before we do it, I want to apply the rhythm structure that we're going to use when we dance this with our partners here momentarily. So we're going to take a prep step to start out when we're just dancing this pattern by itself, and we're going to put a prep on the end of the pattern as well. So those are going to be our bookends like always. Those are also not going to be part of our measure count for the pattern. The pattern itself is going to be a total of 6 measures long. The first measure, for the leader, it's going to feel like you do 2 preps in a row. So you have your bookend prep, and then the first measure, you're going to do a prep step as we bring our partner into a side-by-side 3/4 promenade position. We'll start going into the left turn footwork on the second measure. The second measure will be where we make the transition on that 3 count to our third left turn footwork type. We'll continue that on the 3rd measure, on the 4th measure, on the 5th measure, and then on the 6th measure. And on the 6th measure, on that 3 count again, we will step out into regular basic footwork to finish. And then here we will have 1 prep to bookend the motion. If we were dancing it in a full series, we might loop right back to our basic right turn. But for here, we're going to bookend it and prep to stop. Now that's a mouthful, but let's see how that works when we put it together. So we get our 5, 6, 7, 8. Prep, 2, 3, 4. First measure, 2, 3, 4. Second measure, 2. Change, 4. Third measure, 2, 3, 4. Fourth measure, 2, 3, 4. Fifth measure, 2, 3, 4. Sixth measure, 2. Change, 4. Prep, 2, 3, 4 to finish the sequence. Now that we have the footwork without the rotation for the leader's part of this turn, we need to talk about how it works when we're trying to rotate with our partners. So normally when we're doing our basic turns, like basic right turn, we stay in that narrow slot that we're dancing. So you're dancing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, moving point to point as we're traveling along that line. Now our partner is going to be in that same slot while we're doing our alternate left turn footwork. But what's going to happen to us is we're going to move to the outside edges. So instead of being in the narrow line, we're going to be offset to our partner and then shifting offset to our partner again. So moving back and forth between this diagonal line in opposition to the straight slot that our partner is dancing in. Putting that sequence together again, this time with the rotation. As we step here, we have 5, 6, 7, and prep, 2, 3, 4. Bring your partner in, 2, 3, 4. This is second measure, 2, 3, 4. This is third measure, 2, 3, 4. This is fourth measure, 2, 3, 4. This is fifth measure, 2, 3, 4. This is sixth measure, 2, 3, 4. Then out to prep, 2, 3, 4. Now this will visually make a little more sense when we have our partner ready. So let's tackle our follower's footwork. The follower's part to left turn is just simple footwork that we've been doing in our basic right turns and basic left turns before. So even though our leader's role changes when we do the pattern left turn versus basic left turn, here the follower just has that same standardized footwork, stepping back, rock, forward, rock, back, rock, forward, rock. Now where it's going to differ is in the rotation. So our prep step, we're going to bookend that prep at the beginning, has 0 rotation. The first measure, where the leader is staying in place, they're going to fish hook us into a 3/4 frame position. That's going to have us rotating to the right on the first measure. So you're on your first measure, you step 1, 2, they turn you in, 3, 4, and you turn 180 degrees to the right. We ended up beside our partner in a 3/4 promenade frame. Now from this point, the next 5 measures, from the second measure through the sixth measure, are all left turns with basic footwork. As the follower, my goal is to stay on the straight and narrow. So this is second measure here, 1, 2, turn, 3, 4. This is third measure, 2, 3, 4. This is fourth measure, 2, 3, 4. This is fifth measure, 2, 3, 4. This is sixth measure, 2, 3, 4. He's released us and we're ready to prep out of the motion. So we will prep, 2, 3, 4. If we were doing this in our series, we would connect right back to basic right turn or some other pattern at that point. Let's take that again all the way through, this time without stopping. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8. Prep, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, turn to the right. 4, this is 2, 2, turn to the left. 4, this is 3, 2, turn to the left. 4, this is 4, 2, turn to the left. 4, this is 5, 2, turn to the left. 4, this is 6, 2, turn to the left. He's out. Prep, 2, 3, 4. Now that we have the footwork for that left turn motion, let's talk about how we lead into the gesture and then where we move together as we're doing the pattern. So we're going to start from our prep step. We take our prep step, prep, 2, 3, 4. We bring our partner in on the first measure. Now that's going to be a left-handed fishhook lead from the leader to bring them into a side-by-side position in a 3/4 promenade frame with our partner. So we'll take that measure 1, 2, and then fishhook on 3 as they turn, 3, 4, coming to our 3/4 frame. From here, we have our second measure where we start into the left turn itself. Remember that the change count is on 3. So we'll take it, measure 2, 2, 3, 4, moving into this position with our partner. Now you'll notice that the frame starts to wax and wane as we travel through the motion. This is because we're stepping in different directions. We want to let the arms be a little elastic to allow for that as we travel with our partner. We're on our third measure. Measure 3, 2, 3, 4. We're on our fourth measure. Measure 4, 2, 3, 4. We're on the fifth measure. Measure 5, 2, 3, 4. We're on the sixth and final measure. Again, we get out on count 3. So we have measure 6, 2, letter out on 3, step away from each other, 4. And then at this point, we're going to go out to prep step here, but you would normally just rejoin back into your basic right turn motion, stepping out, prep, 2, 3, 4. Let's take that again from one more angle. This time, we're going to do it facing vertical to the camera. And as we do it, you will notice that the leader's roll, again, swings them out on a diagonal line, where the follower's roll keeps them on the vertical that we initiated with the basic. So as we're here, we have 5, 6, 7, and prep, 2, 3, 4, measure 1, 2, 3, 4, getting to our 3/4 frame position. We have measure 2 going into the motion, switching on count 3, measure 2, 2, 3, 4, noticing that I'm moving to the outside of my partner here as they're still within the same slot that we started on. We continue from measure 3, 2, 3, 4. We continue from measure 4, 2, 3, 4. We continue from measure 5, 2, 3, 4. And then on our sixth measure, we get out on count 3, measure 6, 2, release 3, 4, stepping back out to our prep step, prep, 2, 3, 4. Let's take that again with our partner all the way through without slowing down. So we start with one prep step and end with a prep step. We have 5, 6, 7, and prep, 2, 3, 4. Bring them in, 2, 3, 4. Measure 2, 2, 3, 4. Measure 3, 2, 3, 4. Measure 4, 2, 3, 4. Measure 5, 2, 3, 4, measure 6, 2, 3, 4, and prep, 2, 3, 4. Now we want to put that left turn sequence in with our full pattern sequence. So we start with prep step going into the motion. We then have 4 measures of basic right turn. We have 4 measures of alternating turns 1. We feed back into 4 measures of basic right turn. We have a 4-measure double turn 1 sequence. We will then feed back into 4 measures of basic right turn again, then lead into our 6-measure left turn sequence. At the end of the left turn sequence, we're going to connect back to 4 measures of basic right turn before we finish with our prep step. Now let's take that whole sequence with our partner with the music. Tempo before you go is 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? We have 5, 6, 7, and prep, 2, 3, 4. Right turn. 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Alternate 1. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Right turn. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2. Double turn 1. Bring her in. 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 4, 2, 3. Right turn. 4, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2. Left turn. Bring her in. 3, 4, 3. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2. Let her out. Right turn. 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3. Prep it out. And hold. So keep working with that material for this week. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us via email or through our social media. You can also leave a comment in the comments below. We will be happy to respond. Do please make sure you like and subscribe. It really does help us out here at this channel. Otherwise, keep practicing, and I will see you in our next lesson.